can we talk a little bit about what actually causes the hair loss in the first place? Because I imagine there'll be two major things from what I would assume. It's the genetics and also lifestyle.
You're right.
Yeah.
Genetics, let's put it this way. If you are genetically susceptible, you start losing hair at a very early age. I think, let's be honest. I mean, I was talking to your colleague as I was coming up the left. Life as a young man is tough.
Yes. Yeah. Early 20s.
It's 20s is, for a bloke, I think 20s is a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of the stress, the acid-free radical buildup. And imagine if the genetics are there, then of course you're bound to lose hair aggressively.
Mm-hmm.
I think what we also see is men who lose hair predominantly have high levels of dihydrotestosterone in the scalp. It's a hormone that makes men seek partners. And then natural aging process. As we age, a lot of factors, probably the stress, the lifestyle, lack of collagen, poor sleep, everything adds up, and then you see a lot of men losing hair well into the 40s naturally.
Mm-hmm. Is there any way to predict whether or not you will lose hair? Because there was a few people that would say, oh, well, it's all on your mother's side. So if all the males on the mother's side of the family are bald, then that means you're going to be bald. Is it as straightforward as that? Or
that's what we thought. I think historically we thought 70% of genetics come from maternal side and 30% from paternal side. So historically we thought if you had strong maternal genetics, you're okay. But I think there's some studies which are starting to question that thought process, you see.
Really?
But I still think if there's both maternal and paternal sides are strong, for like no genetics for hair loss or weak genetics for hair loss, I think you should be okay potentially. But then depends on your personality as well. I mean, if you're one of those highly edgy, stressed humans, then I think you're in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some people who they're YouTubers that they'd be highly stressed out with the amount of work which they're trying to take on, and within a matter of a year or 2 years, like the hair has.
You've seen that, have you?
Yeah, I've seen it. But then it's hard to tell as well, especially in the industry which I'm in, the fitness industry. A lot of people would correlate steroid usage with the acceleration of hair loss as well. So is that a thing?
Yeah.
Because that's when I was losing my hair, everyone was like, "Oh, that's because he's taken all the steroids."
I did read that. Yeah,
I'm like, well, have you not looked at my brother and my dad who are like fully bald?
Yeah. No, I think again, if you're genetically susceptible,
it
goes like that. And I've seen men as young as maybe 19 with an onward 6 stage of loss, which is potentially whole of the top is gone, and their history was maybe 6 months, 7 months of anabols and gone like that.
Yeah.
But then on the other side, I worked on some professional bodybuilders who openly confessed, listen, I've used it. Well, I've cycled well in a clever way, but no genetics. But then they've used finasteride as well.
Okay, yeah.
In a clever way. And I had this American gentleman who was using 5 milligrams of finasteride
a day.
It's a big dose. But he goes, you know what? Hair is key for me. And of course, I'm using so much testosterone, it doesn't matter. I don't think it's affecting my libido in any way.
Okay.
But it worked for him. He was well into his late 40s, phenomenal physique. But we don't know what the anabol had done to his organs and stuff. But he looked well.
Yeah.
He looked well, decent head of hair.
Is there any particular anabolic steroid that would speed up the hair loss?
I'm the wrong person.
You're the wrong person.
So I don't even know what what's used in the industry, you see.
Yeah. Okay. But most guys should not be taking it anyway. Okay, so let's go back to when I did the procedure, because I think I still to this day get so many questions asked about it. You know, when I put the videos out, when it was like the procedure itself, and then I would do a check-in like 6 months later, a year later, like I was getting more questions about hair than I was fitness.
Wow. Okay.
It was pretty crazy, but I was getting a lot of questions that I feel like I'd answered in the video, but the most common ones that come up is so first of all, like going for the consultation, if you remember, I don't even know if you remember, like, what did you kind of see with my hair to make me a good candidate for the procedure?
Couple of factors. You see, you had the right texture of hair, coarse hair, which helps because you are. It's an illusion you're trying to create. So
Yeah.
the fundamental science is you had 100,000 hair when you were 16, 50,000 at the top, 50,000 at the back. And if I remember correctly, there was quite a bit of thinning there and a little bit of thinning in the crown.
Yeah, it was going back here, and the crown was
So
definitely.
potentially, let's say you'd lost a third of your hair,
Yeah.
which is probably what 15 to 20,000 hair. For me to make you, let's say, turn the clock back, I need to find 20,000 hair. Let's say we take each unit is about 3 hair. So we need about 6,000 grafts for that. Impossible. If I could have taken 6,000 grafts, but that would have meant there's nothing left for a rainy day.
Yeah.
So what we try to do is we create an illusion where we pick the strongest hair. These are the trees. Imagine you're populating a garden, and then the fence has to be subtle. All the singles have to go at the front. So when I saw you, I thought, wow, texture is great, but you'd lost aggressively. And B, you had, I think, the texture of your scalp as well. If people have a really lax scalp, technically a bit harder. You need something to stabilize. So the scalp was pretty tight.
Yeah.
And then your expectation as well. I think what I see is a lot of young men come to me saying that, you know what, I want a hairline like I was a 12-year-old. Like, why?
Like the Lego hair.
Exactly. I tell them, listen, were you more desirable as a 12-year-old? Were you more desirable as a 20-year-old? There's a reason why you get a little bit of temporal recession. That's your testosterone peaking. Your expectations are very reasonable. And then I think we discussed about long-term management as well. Yes, I can do my bit, which is the transplanted hair. You've done well, should potentially stay for the rest of your life. But then what about your existing hair?
Yeah.
I think you came on board and said, listen, I'm investing a lot of time and effort into this. I'll look after it.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes. So I think these are the 3 factors which we look for.
And for those who don't know, when you take a follicle from the side or the back and you implant it, that should theoretically stay there.
It should.
But the existing hair that's already on top, that could still fall out.
Exactly.
So if you were doing nothing to treat it, over a set period of time, the newly transplanted hair could stay.
It does.
But the existing hair could continue to fall out.
Exactly.
Which is one of the reasons why you may potentially need a second
further procedure.